Thank you. Lovely. Thank you. It was so lovely meeting your mom. Oh, thank you. What a sweetheart she is. Good. Good. I had a neat thing. I was listening to meditation the other day, and I just felt the Spirit saying to me, you need to get out and make a video. Just hold like, don't forget. Say your words out loud. Hey, girlfriend. She's like, I thought this rain shaking as I did it. And I just did it. And the most lovely, she loved me with $2. Back in here? Yeah. I just said to her, and I had this lovely plate for me, and I did their wedding. With the frame and everything else.
Oh, good. Well, I just didn't measure it. I just sort of, and I did take it apart and sign it out on the mat, but the piece itself was signed. So if you ever want to reframe it, for me, the original art is signed. It's just behind the mat. And so I just put it on the notes on that.
Any direction, and when it's unknown, it's even better. I was just telling her about the miracle. Yeah, I was just telling her about the new client and how it came to pass. Yeah, just a really no sweat, please. And I'm just like, all I could do was sit in thanks and and you know, a week before, Mike reminded me I was nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, you know, I'm just so worried about finances. And all this week, I just fell back into me. Everything was in here. Yes, and it's just my resistance. Sometimes it forces me to do things I'm afraid to do or don't want to do, but it was incredible because I thought, I can't ever practice my words again. I just need to let them flow. I'm so afraid of it though. And just trust it.
Inspiring me. I'm going to give a testimony next week. Okay, so next week something's going to happen.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you.
That's right. What are we celebrating? What are we going to celebrate? Yes. I'm going to use the pen. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity of Chattanooga. I gotta say hi to my buddy Gregory. Yeah, we used to sit here in a circle about 4 years ago. Just sit here when there was about 4 of us. 4 in a circle. But we had a good time. We're gonna have a good time today. All right. Today is gonna be a wonderful day. I am healthy born. Every way today, yeah, it's gonna be a wonderful day. God has blessed me in a beautiful way. There's light in my soul. For God created me whole. What a wonderful day. Today. Today is gonna be a wonderful day.
realize how great it is to be part of this church community. As you know, we always start by lighting the Christ candle, symbolizing the light that's always shining within us. Unity has always been a prayer ministry, first, last, and always. And a longtime friend of mine, who is a retired minister from Unity of Nashville, John McLean, always began his prayer time with words that he believed to be an eternal truth. He said, "In the infinity of life, where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete." So in that truth, let us open in prayer. I invite you to close your eyes and to breathe in and exhale, becoming present to this moment. Place your hand over your heart and take another deep breath. With conscious breathing, we shift our focus from the external to the internal, and we enter into a field where we can attune to the infinite life, the infinite love, and the infinite wisdom of the one we call God. As we become still, we let go of struggles, we release our concerns, and we allow divine nature to flow through our thoughts. In this divine flow, there is power and a love surrounding us right now. It's the same power that created the beginning of everything and is still creating in us right now. And because we are created in its likeness, it is our nature to live a creative life. So today I invite you to live in the present, opening up your hearts and minds to feel Spirit moving in and through you. By just opening our hearts and being receptive to this divine flow, we are able to ascend into a deeper, grander consciousness with the One. And your life will unfold with more ease and grace when you accept your oneness with God. In this place of oneness, we will know that in the infinity of life, where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. And so it is.
Even when we all don't act the same, even when we all act oh so strange, you're the blood of life in your veins. Everybody's gotta be hard. Everybody's waiting for a friend. Everybody wants a sense of purpose. Everybody's blowing in the wind. Everybody's wishing they were perfect. All right. Everybody's gotta be nice. Everybody's gotta make a change. Everybody's doing transformation. No, we won't always be the same. Too long is just a graduation. All right. Everybody's gotta be nice. Even when we all don't act the same, even when we act oh so strange, feel the blood pumping in your veins. Everybody's gotta be high. Everybody's gotta be high. Everybody's got a beating heart.
That was great. Everyone's got a beating heart, right? Yeah. Right, Linus. And when we lose our place, that's just a hiccup in our heart. Yeah.
Thank you. I feel much better now.
Landis badge, everybody. All right, well, good morning. Happy June 9th. Welcome to Unity of Chattanooga. My name is Eric Miller. I have the pleasure and honor of serving on your board of trustees as your treasurer. And I just want to say thank you to all of you wonderful people for joining us today. We had a 40% chance of thunderstorms, and I see sun reflecting off the windshields out here, so it's all good, right? And say thank you to the folks out there on the metaverse, universe, whatever, cyberverse, whatever. What's it called? The inter thing? New technology that's sweeping the globe. Smash those like buttons out there for us and leave a comment or question. We're open to ideas and community and connectivity. So the way we do that is by speaking our truth, right? So that's what we're about. And in that vein, just a general reminder, if you do have your cell phone on or you got your volume up, I mean, I know it's Sunday morning, but maybe just turn it down because we have a wonderful guest speaker this week, and we just don't want to have phones blowing up and kind of messing up that vibe, because we're going to get a vibe going here. We've already got a vibe going here. Our hearts are beating, right? So is anyone new here today, by chance? Any newcomers?
Not permanently.
No? Okay. Just want to give a shout out to everybody who helped make this service special. For those of you looking around, you may notice there's new life and there's new paint on the walls thanks to our amazing kids. Still got some work to go, still got a little bit of work to do, but we got a lot done yesterday. We got a lot done. Amanda Adamson, our board president, did a great job of wrangling cats to get us all here yesterday and participating and painting, and we knocked it out. And Special thanks to Steve Bruss for bringing So June is usually considered to be the beginning of summer. May 30th, June, I mean, people could usually say that. I guess not in the southern hemisphere though. So for all you from Australia, I'm sorry. I said that. Apologies. Think in reverse, everything they're saying. And it's a wonderful time to just open up to the fullness of life. I mean, look at all these flowers blooming around us and all this life that's coming, just witnessing, just when we're present in our lives and we witness that blossom. It's really wonderful. And that's God's divine energy just flowing through the living things, right? And so when we're part of that, when we feel it, when we smell it, when we take a deep breath, that's summer, that's freedom, that's joy, right? So I invite us all to embrace that. Today is also National Kids Day, so for anybody with children, celebrate your kids, celebrate the preciousness of kids. It's also National Strawberry Rhubarb Pie Day, especially to my heart. I like it without rhubarb, without strawberry. I like pure rhubarb. And it's National Thriver Cancer Day. So everybody that is thriving with cancer, give them a little shout out and salute, and just know that we're a growing community. We're a growing community of thriving with cancer. And then for any cartoon enthusiasts, it's National Donald Duck Day. Daffy Duck, I could have done a Daffy Duck imitation, but Donald Duck imitation's not so good, so I'll spare you. And it's also Pride Month. June is Pride Month. This is a time to celebrate the equality and acceptance of people that are the same and different from us. It's just a time when we honor our brothers and sisters from the LGBTQ community, and it just commemorates so many good things and progress in our nation. And so it's a day to remember. So right now, this is a time in our service where we get up and connect with each other, a little fist bump, a hug, a handshake, whatever you're comfortable with, and even a simple smile. Just greet your neighbor, say hello.
I don't know if you all are
in love, but we have a potluck afterwards, so there'll be lots of time to mingle.
This is really nice.
Test. There we go. Okay. Wow, a lot of love, man. People really embrace that beating heart stuff, didn't they? Wow. Good job. Okay, well, stick around. We got a lot. We have a next week is our actual potluck, but every as you all know, after every service we have sort of a communal lunch. So there'll be lots of time for connecting. I know for all these people that didn't get on that side of the room and those people that didn't get on that side of the room. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Pancake. Right. Oh, that's right. That's in the announcements. Yeah, so strike that. Yeah, next week. Well, next week is Father's Day, so we're doing pancakes for Pop. Yeah, with a P, not a T. All right. Okay. I know where your mind's at, Michelle. That's cool. I'm with you. Okay, I want to introduce Gregory Fisher here. He's our guest speaker today. He came all the way from Nashville. He's a very accomplished person. He holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in communication, a Bachelor of Divinity degree, a Master of Science degree in social work, as well as a degree in personal and professional coaching. So his wall is just, I can't imagine. It's just a lot of. He's an advanced practice social worker, and he became a licensed science of mind practitioner in 2001. Religious science is through the Centers of Spiritual Living. And you're an ordained minister. He's an ordained minister, and most recently went through the Universal Brotherhood movement, right? So he admits that he is taking forever, get this, to complete his doctorate degree. So he's got one, I guess he has a big wall. You must have a big wall. You got some space for, that's wonderful.
All of that and $5 will get you a cup of coffee.
Or a speaking gig here. We're honored to have you here with us. He's completed specialized training in EFT, which is emotional freedom technique, and brain spotting, and is earning a certificate in religious trauma therapy. Some of us could probably use that, right? Gregory currently is a senior therapist at the Integrative Life Center in Nashville and a recovery coach and spiritual counselor through his own Nashville-based private practice. So in addition to all that, one more paragraph, he currently serves as a staff minister with the Center for Spiritual Living in Nashville. He's spoken here several times many years ago when the church was still Christ Unity. And we thank him for taking the time to be here with us today. So please, everybody, let's welcome Gregory Fisher.
Bios. That everyone always asks for them, and then you're embarrassed the whole time they ever read them. You're kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah, all of that. So I did start speaking here when it was Christ Unity 15 years ago. And actually the topic today was the topic I spoke on the first time I was here. So I just thought, but the truth is I started out here singing. I have a whole other life of being a songwriter and a performer. And now, and late in life, I've started singing opera, which is weird. Except I went to school, to college back in the early 70s. That's how old I am. And was a vocal performance major, and then decided that singing classical music was too hard. So And I'd always gotten so much, I don't know, recognition. A lot of kudos for singing just gospel music and pop music. That it's like, this is way too hard. I think it's going to be too long before I'm good at it. So in my 60s, I started studying classical music again, and I've really had a good time with it. So anyway, all that. But then I spoke here a lot. I think I spoke here at least once a month for several years. And then at the end of the run of Christ Church, I spoke for like 2 or 3 months. I was the only speaker. We were online. It was COVID. I was saying earlier to Penny, it's like we lost 2 years of our life, right? It's like, honestly, I think it's so interesting now that when I'll talk about things that happened in 18 or 19, 2018 or 19, I'll say, a couple of years ago. And you're like, wow, that was actually 5 or 6 years ago. Those years in the middle there, it's like they just left. They just disappeared. So anyway, by the way, hi, I didn't know we were being broadcast, but cool. Hi, all you out there. So I wanted to talk today a bit about the story in the book of John in the New Testament of the Bible, where Jesus, interestingly, I'm going to need those. I'm reading off my phone. We talk about that Jesus turned the water into wine, which is actually not what the story says. And I'm going to point that out to you today. Jesus didn't really do anything according to the story as it's told in the Bible. And I'll talk more about that later. But so first I'm going to read to you from the book of John, chapter 2, if you've got your King James with you. Yeah. Oh, wait. We're New Thought Christians. We don't carry it in under our arm, do we? But you know what? What's interesting is it is on your phone, as is all information these days. But let me just read this. And I'm probably going to comment on it as we go down instead of reading it all and then comment. On the third day of a wedding took place in Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there, and Jesus and his disciples had also been invited to the wedding. I think that's kind of cool that, hey, Jesus is running around doing his thing, and it's like, hey, come to our wedding. And he went, okay. Yeah. When the wine was gone, Jesus' mother said to him, they have no more wine. And he turns to her and says, woman, why do you involve me? My hour has not yet come. Hey, ever been in a situation where you were called upon to do something and you said, I don't know, I don't think my hour's yet come. I don't think I'm prepared for that. I feel inadequate for that task. That's something I've never considered. I'm pretty sure Jesus had never considered that his role was going to be the wine supplier. Yeah. I feel inadequate for this task. Is it possible that Jesus himself thought he was inadequate for this task? Why are you telling me? My time to do that hasn't come. My time to show myself as the Son of God hasn't come yet. Yeah. His mother said yet his mother turned and said to the servants, do what he says. Because somehow she knew that it was time. Somehow she knew that it was his job to fix this challenge. Now I want to talk about that too for just a second. By the way, I'm going to look at the clock a lot because I've been known to go way over. Alan knows. Yeah, it's like 30 minutes later. After I should have been done 30 minutes later. Yeah. So I promise I've gotten a lot better. But yeah, she seemed to know something that he didn't know. Do you have people in your life that somehow know
things that you might be called to do that you don't even know yet. If you don't, find them. Find those people in your life that see you better than you see you. See, it's why we come to church, by the way, you know that. I've had to learn over the last few years, COVID really taught us this. You know what? You can find a better talk than this on your phone. A podcast. Or someone way more famous and more accomplished than me. We don't come to church to hear a message. I mean, it's good that we do. But we come to church for community. You know, I love looking around here, and as Landa said earlier, the last few times I spoke like in person in this room, there were 4 people. You know, and it was 4 people that loved each other and that wanted to continue to have community. But see, look at this community. How wonderful. And we come here because that's what we are seeking as humans. As human beings, we are hardwired for connection. Hardwired. Everything in our brain, everything in our soma, our body is saying connect. Be in relationship. Find safety there. Find safety there. Find belonging there. Find self-worth there. Isn't that interesting that the fastest and easiest place to find self-worth is in community? Because other people look at you and they look in your eyes and they say, hey, Penny, you're amazing. I feel safe when I'm with you. I feel like I belong when I'm with you. I feel my intrinsic self-worth, that thing that God gave me at birth, I feel it when I am with you. Okay? So, I love that she knew something about him that he didn't know himself. It's possible that he, you know, as I mentioned before, he felt inadequate for this task. And she said, I'm not going to let you by with that. I'm going to ask you to do this thing that I know you can do. Nearby stood 6 stone water jugs. Now, some places they don't, this translation calls them jugs. They were actually quite large vats, stone. And they held between 20 and 30 gallons of water. And they were used by the Jews for ceremonial cleansing. Now, you got to think about the time that, you know, we're talking about. This was a time when people walked around in sandals and barefoot in the desert. So what they really were used for was to wash their feet. These were vats of water used to wash people's feet so that they didn't come in to the house or to whatever room they were coming into with dirty feet. So imagine, you know, these vats and how they had been used since their creation. They were vessels to cleanse dirty feet. Yet Jesus says, yeah, fill them up with water. Plain old ordinary water. Now, know this too. In that part of the world, water was and is scarce. So it was important for these people, A, to have clean feet. But you think about 20 to 30 gallons of these ceremonial washing vats. That's quite a lot of water. It makes you wonder where they went and got it from, right? He says, fill them up with water, so they fill them to the brim. Then he told them, now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet. You know, so put the water in, now take it out. It doesn't say that there was any process that cleaned them first. So remember, dirty feet. Water in, dip it out. Now take it to the person who was the master of the banquet, which means it was his job. Think of a caterer, right? Take it to the person whose job it was to make sure there was enough wine. Yeah. It was his job. That was what he was here for. So talk about someone that had been inadequate in their job, right? By the way, these vats are inadequate for what they're getting ready to become. You know, they're a place to wash dirty feet, and now they're going to be holding wine. Not up to the task, really. This master of ceremonies, this master of the banquet, had not done a good job, had shown up with not enough wine for the guests that were coming. And so they do, and the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine. He did not realize where it had come from, though the servants who had drawn the water, they knew. Then he called the bridegroom aside and he said, hey, everyone brings out the choice wine first, and then the cheaper wine after the guests have had too much wine to drink. Too much wine to drink. So it's possible he's like, hey, I thought I brought enough wine, but these people are guzzling down. They are having a good time, right? And you can understand that, right? It's like, hey, serve the good stuff, and then when they're drunk, just give them whatever they got. It could be great Kool-Aid. They don't care. They're just, they're drunk. Yeah. Where was I? Then he called the, Everyone brings, We've already said all that. Okay. Yeah. But you have saved the best for now. He says to the bridegroom, you saved the best for now. I'm going to come back to that here in a minute. But here's what's interesting to me about this whole story. Nowhere in this does it say Jesus did anything except tell the people, put some water in these vats. See, I think in our minds when we remember this story, we think Jesus somehow, dipped his finger in or said abracadabra. Let's work some magic. It doesn't say that Jesus did anything except put in these vats inadequate water, which was inadequate. And the next thing you know, they're vats full of the best wine these people had tasted. What do you think happened? I mean, when you think about that story, and I've already told you, what if it wasn't magic? What if Jesus did nothing other than know and believe that wine was what it was really all along? It was always wine. The water didn't know it. But it was always wine. It was what it was always intended to be. That word intend is important. And if you leave here knowing nothing else today from this message that I'm bringing, know that the word intend is everything in your life. It's everything. Because what we intend to have, what we intend to be, is what we will have and what we will be. And most of us don't end up being our best self because we don't intend to be. Now you're going to go, now don't make me feel guilty. Don't make me feel ashamed. And oh, beloved, it would never be my intention to do that. Intent, you just heard me say it, right? But here's what it is about. See, can you imagine that those vessels never knew their highest intention, their highest expression? They didn't know. They thought, we're just here to wash dirty, stinky feet. That's all we do. And yet, in this moment, they are transformed simply by holding this water that then finds out that it's actually wine all along. Great wine. If anything you hear today from me, hear this. We've all come into this world whole, complete, and perfect, as my friend John McLean says. Whole, complete, and perfect. Then the world gets its hands on us. You know what I'm saying? Listen, a baby in the crib looks up and goes, oh, that woman, she must be important. Because she keeps looking at me that way, and that feels good. You know, that makes me feel safe, connected, and worthy. The look on her face. Except then whenever I defecate in my diaper, that look goes away. I've never been a mother, or I've never been a father, but I'm pretty sure after about the 20th, you know, I don't know, in a day or two, the mother started going, this is not my favorite thing. Now, I don't know that the baby has the ability to change that behavior. But here's what I'm going to say. As life goes on, you know, they start looking for what makes her have that expression on her face. What makes her smile? What makes her say cuckoo things? What makes her want to pick me up and hold me? More of that. I need you to do more of that. Because what I want is to feel safe, connected, and worthy. So I'm going to mold myself. I'm going to bend myself. I'm going to add layers on top of me to get that response. And then it gets worse because we get outside of that loving relationship and we go into, let's say, preschool. And we go into elementary school and middle school and high school. And we go to church. We go to Sunday school. We go on, you get what I'm saying. We go out into the world and we are looking for, what do I need to be? What do I need to do? How do I need to act? What will bring me those same feelings of safety, belonging, connection, worth? And the next thing you know, that whole, complete, and perfect little guy or gal has become someone completely different. We forget who we are. We forget what we were here to do. We forget. It's an innocent misunderstanding. It's an innocent misunderstanding. We keep thinking I've got to mold myself. But the truth is, under all of that layering is me. Real me. Authentic me. Authentic me. The witness self. Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret as a therapist. Here's what I do with clients all day long. Here's what I do all day long. Who are you really? Who are you really? Who have you forgotten? Who have you left behind? Talk to me about all the other versions of you that live inside here. You know, you've all heard about multiple personality disorder, which is very, very, very rare. But all of us have many versions of us in here. You know, we call upon it in certain circumstances, or when certain things happen that maybe are difficult or challenging or annoying or fabulous, but we call on them. Oh, there's the me that's playful. Oh, there's the me that wants to flip somebody off in traffic. Right? There's that me. There's that me. Guess what? None of them are real. None of them are true. They're a story we're telling ourselves in that moment. But here's what's very interesting, and I want you to notice this as I say this. There is a you behind all of them that's watching. We call it the observer self, the witness self. I call it the sacred self because I believe it's who you really are. Observing. is not affected by any of it, go there. Go there. Start noticing. Become curious. What would it be like to be that person all the time? The one watching. The one that is you and is also greater than you. Oh. Now we're talking about a connection to the divine. That's why we can call it the sacred self. That's the you that is you, but greater than you, is connected to all things, needs not to have a role or an identity, or a story, because it's just you. See, that water didn't know that really it was wine all along. But when it was called forth, oh look, not just wine, but the best wine. Those stone vats, they didn't know that at some point in their existence, they were going to be called upon to be a part of a miracle. Who are you really? Who are you really? You can come to someone like me and pay me a great deal of money, which I will accept gladly, to help you find it, or you can just go inside. It's about remembering. It's like an archaeological dig. It's like an excavation. I'm removing all that is not me. I'm letting go. Letting go. Listen, life these days is mostly about getting up in the morning and saying, first, this is going to be the best day yet. Yeah. I'm 69. I get up every morning and say, this is going to be the best day yet. The best years of my life are ahead of me. Why not? Why not? And then I say to that which is me, but is also greater than me, show me. Show me. Show me. Show me today who I am. Show me what I need to release. Show me what I need to let go of. Show me what is not me that I keep clinging to, because weirdly, now it feels safe, connected, worthy, but not really. You see, those parts and that feeling is based in fear. Now think about that. It's based in fear. It's based in fear that if I don't act this way, if I don't do this, if I don't look like that, I won't be safe, connected, worthy. But it's based in fear. See, this other part of me, its motivation for life is based in, what's the opposite of fear? Love. Yeah, it's based in love. It's based in, I just want to show up as love. I just want to show up as love. Me at my highest and best. Me with my wonderful personality that is unique, and a unique expression of the divine. That's what I want to be today. So, call to action. Every message should at the end have a call to action. What would it look like in your life? Just become curious. Just, no shame, no blame. It must be that way, by the way. No shame, no blame. I have a mentor. I just got back from Teotihuacan, Mexico. I was there for 6 days. I don't know if you know, but that's the ancient site of the Toltecs, who, if you've read Don Miguel Ruiz's book, The Four Agreements, the Toltecs were the ones that he passed down to him that teaching, and much, much more. I mean, it's like, if you think, here's Four Agreements and here's Toltec wisdom. And I go there, I've been there now 5 times. I go with a woman named Jenny Gentry, who was Don Miguel Ruiz's co-teacher for many, many years. But we go there, and it's the same thing that I'm telling you now. I'm I'm still kind of vibrating from being there. But, we spend a lot of time there talking about this very thing of what would it look something that is me, but also greater than me. So those are the words I want you to take with you today. Surrender. What would it look like to be curious? And then surrender to something that is you, but is greater than you. And in those moments, when you want to maybe, I don't know, beat yourself up a little bit for not being able to do it so quickly, so easily, here's what Jenny Gentry says. It's so ridiculous, but I teach it now to all my clients, and they're all doing it, and they're like shaking their heads. But here it is. Are you ready? This is a big deal. Big, big, big. No, boo-boo. No, boo-boo. See, when I want to go against myself, when I want to judge myself, when I want to feel bad about myself, no, boo-boo. No, sweet love. No, perfect, complete and whole me. No. Don't go against myself. Ever. We do it all day. We beat ourselves up. No, boo-boo. I almost wanted to ask you all to do it, but you might feel ridiculous. Could you do it? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. No, boo-boo. See, this thing, it has to be about love, and it should start with me. I must have compassion for me. I can't have compassion for you until I have compassion for me. Jesus said, love your neighbor as what?
Yourself.
See, if I don't love and have compassion for me, how can I have love and compassion for you? I don't even know what it looks like. No, boo-boo. No. I got to get me right. I've got to recognize me. I've got to say, I know that I am wine. I am the best wine. I know sometimes I feel like just plain old water. But that's not what God said. So can you do that today? Can you just leave here and go, what if I could just be kinder and gentler to myself? What if I could surrender to the fact that I am something greater that I forgot? So that my life really is about returning to me. Returning to me. To the greatness of me. I say that with all humility. Because you know why? Because I can't even see, the ego wants you to take credit for it. Right? But love says, it's just the gift of me. The gift of me, first to me, and then to the community that I'm a part of. I love being back here. It's a delight. And thank you for asking me. I can, but I wasn't prepared to.
Okay, well, whatever you'd like to do.
Okay. Will someone else do it if I don't? Okay. Listen, if I'm nothing if not adaptable. Okay, let's do this. Let's all just take a big centering breath. Big, deep, way down into your belly. And hold it there, Notice your heart. Notice that center, that is you. Now release it audibly. Let's do that one more time. Let's take a deep breath in. All the way down, deep. Notice the center of you. Hold it. And now let go audibly. In this moment, feel beneath your feet Mother Earth. Mother Earth, she supports you. She is your foundation. As you breathe in the next time, breathe down through your belly into your feet and down into the earth. Here we go. Deep breath. All the way down, all the way down. Feel Mother Earth. Now let that go. On the next breath, breathe down into the earth, but as we exhale, think of it going out the crown of your head and into Father Sky. Deep breath. for holding me between these places of earth and sky, mother and father, a part of me, what I am, and greater than I am. And so in this moment, I know, in my heart of hearts, in my soul of soul, in the spirit of me, I am whole, complete, and perfect. I need nothing. I need nothing. All that I want, all that I am to be is here now and has been with me always. I forgive myself for all those things I added because I thought they would make me happier, feel safer. I let them go. And I forgive also all those in my life that made me feel that I needed to be someone else. I forgive them. Innocent misunderstanding. I let it go. I let it go. I surrender to the truth that who I am really is God's highest and best plan for me. And I say, no, boo-boo. In all of those times that I want to go against myself, I commit to not going against myself. That feels good. I want to remain in this place always, or at least as much as possible. And I know that the first step to bringing myself back to this place is taking that deep breath and feeling the earth below me. Thank you, Mother. And then I release it into the sky. Thank you, Father. I am whole, complete, and perfect right now. I let it be so. And so it is.
Thank you so much, Gregory. That was awesome. It's almost so quiet. You just warmed up. I hate to break the silence. Well, now's the time in our service where we give the opportunity to give back. You know, most of you guys have heard me say that money is an energy, right? But what kind of energy? I was thinking about that this morning, and I thought, you know, money is inert, right? It's whatever we assign to it. It's whatever energy we give it. Most people, unless you're like Hitler or something, no, boo-boo. You know, we give to those things that we love. We support the things that we love, right? And I love what Gregory said about community here this morning. This is community, man. This is fantastic. It's not just our building, which is awesome. You know, this is a gift. This is wonderful. But it's us as a community. We prove that because no matter where we go, no matter where we meet, it's about the church. It's about you. You're the church. And I love that. So this morning, let's give it love. So repeat after me. Divine love flows through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I receive in abundance.
announcements, rock and roll through these. But let's all try to walk out of here today and willing to embrace our best intentions for ourselves. I mean, I think that's a beautiful message, and we sometimes forget to do that, right? Just remember to embrace that best intention that we have for ourselves. And your week is going to be better for it. My week is going to be better for it. Speaking of the coming week, on Wednesday at 6:30, we have our monthly connections group. It's a potluck that meets at 6:30 on Wednesday. This year it happens to fall on Juneteenth.
That's next week.
No.
Oh, it is?
Next.
Oh,
I did the same thing yesterday.
oh, okay. All right, scratch that. All right, I didn't put that on there. All right, this is something that I do know what I'm talking about. On Thursday, Wellness Warriors is going to be meeting here like we normally do at noon on Thursday. This week we have a special guest speaker, Kate Lavery, if you're still not in your head, right? And she's going to be talking about nutritional eating choices and specifically anti-inflammatory food suggestions and stuff like that for everybody that's in the group. But I would invite anybody that is just interested in healthy eating choices to come and sit in. Everyone's welcome to attend. And then on Thursday evening, our metaphysics class is going to be meeting at 6:30 to discuss Unity's book, Heart-Centered Metaphysics. And again, everyone is welcome to join in on that.
And it's on meditation this week.
It's on meditation this week, so which ties in nicely with Rev Gregory's meditation. All right, looking ahead to next Saturday, June 15th, Lynn Seeger, raise your hand, Lynn, is looking for anyone who'd like to go paddling down the Hiawassee River. There's a little sign-up sheet on the back billboard there, or just talk to her about it. She's saying bring potluck and paddle down the Hiawassee. She's done it many times. She's a great guide.
I wouldn't say that, but.
I'm not going to say you're a terrible guide. I'm not doing it. She's a great guide.
And I would say don't talk against yourself.
There you go. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Okay, we currently have a few volunteer opportunities available. We have some sign-up sheets in the back, but specifically next Saturday, some of you may have looked around and go, the place looks a little different. A bunch of us got together yesterday and we painted this place, and like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be trying to finish it up next Saturday, so we're going to be doing the same thing, meeting around 10, 11?
Done.
Oh, you're done. It says here that we're,
That's,
we still got the windows, or we're not doing that?
We'll talk about it later, but
Okay.
for this red hot moment, everybody's free for Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, go paddling.
The boss is letting us off the hook. All right, great, great. All right, so no painting next week. Hey,
Go down the Hiawassee instead.
yeah, go down there. We had a good time yesterday. One thing we are doing though, and this is an idea that was brought forth by Gloria Hastings here, who again is responsible for our lovely flowers out front on her side. She wants to create a hummingbird sanctuary out there in that planter on the left over there. So we are having that excavated and the railroad ties put back in and resodded because there was old roots and everything in there. And so she is asking for anybody, well, we want to put some hummingbird friendly plants there. And so we all have gardens. If anybody has any of these flowers, see Gloria, because maybe we can do some transplanting. Bee balm, fuchsia, columbine, milkweed, latana, sativa. No, wait, that's saliva. Salvia. Foxglove. That's I got that on the track too. Anyway, we can leave that experimental. What is Tennessee? No, probably not. Bad idea. Foxglove, zinnia, butterfly bush, delphinium, or I can't read what I'm writing. Love, honey. Okay, yeah. And we could also use a shepherd's hook. So in with obviously been using a lot of the money in our building fund to do a lot of the renovations. I would invite anybody, we have a church renovation fund box back there. If you want to contribute a little extra to the hummingbird feeder project, we would really appreciate that, because that's really going to open up the front there. And then we're also getting the front ramp and stairs repaired in the coming weeks too. So,
Mention the back steps.
and yeah, if everybody wants to go check out the back steps that were recently completed, they were all taken down, they're not rickety anymore. We do need to stain and paint them still, but that project was finished and we're gonna now pass inspection. Well, that part of it, the inspection. There's another thing that we still have to tackle, but we are on it, and so these volunteer opportunities are great community building. We had a wonderful teriyaki bowls yesterday. We get together and we have fun, play some music on the old stereo there and have a good time. So I invite people to get involved. Next Sunday, our guest speaker is Mike Davies from Unity of Blairsville, where he currently serves as spiritual coordinator. He's going to be celebrating Father's Day with us. And so after service, like Penny corrected me before, we're going to be serving up pancakes for Pop. So there's no need to really bring your extra food like we've been doing for our after service brunch. We're going to be having pancakes. If you want to, still, if you're anti-pancake or something, bring something else to eat. We're going to be having pancakes for Pops next week. And we've also added something new to the sanctuary. We have a Divine Ideas box that's right back there. It's that pretty blue wooden box there that has the word Divine Ideas written on it. And that is just where we invite you. We know lots of you have ideas and suggestions for use in our new space now that we're not church in a Jeep anymore. We do have 24/7 access to the property here, and so if you have an idea for some programming, or you'd like to co-create or create some programming, drop it in the idea box there. Write them up, drop them in, and it's all going to be. You can do it anonymously, but if you want to kind of lead or coordinate, put your name on there too. And finally, for those of you that would like to become a member of Unity of Chattanooga, or just find out more about the Unity of Movement, we're going to be holding a new member orientation on Sunday, July 8th, after service at 1 p.m.
28th.
July 28th.
The last Sunday.
Oh, did I say that? Oh, I meant to say 28th, sorry.
Yeah.
Mix. Reverend Van Schmidt, many of you know, I think all of you know Reverend Van Schmidt is going to be leading that training class. There is a sign-up sheet also on the back there. So with that, thank you all for coming. If you can, what we're going to do is clear out these tables. For those of you that can give us some space, we're going to set up some tables. So if you could help us move the chairs and bring the tables in, and we'll all sit down and have a nice brunch. So.
We're gonna do this.
What? Well, yeah, we're going to do the prayer. Just finishing the announcements. Okay. Peace song. Oh, okay. Yes, singer.
We're going to leave the peace.
That'll do it. Hold on to everyone.
Leave the music. Yeah, we're ready. Let the very
we are, God is, and all is well.
Our library gift shop in there.